Hello, Devoted Geeks, and welcome to Comm Talk, podcast extension of Geek Devotions, a show from Devoted Geeks who are devoted to letting you know that you are loved. I'm Dallas. Today is going to be an interesting episode of our Comm Talk because this is actually a road trip review. And I'm coming in at the beginning of this because we had a guest with us and we tried something new, and the recorder we were using, we're just having problems with the sound. And so the quality of the audio won't be to our normal standard, but it was a fun conversation and we thought you guys would enjoy it. So come along with us on this road trip review featuring our good friend Kelci.
On this issue of Comm Talk, we're going to the movies.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Okay, what is happening here?
Where are we?
Glix, give us a situation report.
Currently, we are on the planet Geekery. Be warned, our impossibility drive may cause distortions as we traverse this land. Impending impossibility engaging in 3,
Oh, gosh.
2,
Oh, dear.
1.
Hello and welcome to Geek Devotions, the show from Devoted Geeks who are devoted to letting people know that they are loved. I'm Celeste, and with me is Dallas,
Hello!
who is currently backing up the car.
Don't want to hit anything.
And we have a special guest, Kelci. Hi! So we're on our way to see the Demon Slayer movie. We're going to give you some pre-thoughts. And then after the movie, we're going to give you our thoughts as we drive home.
Woohoo!
Shout out to Ben Avery for
The idea.
the idea of the road trip reviews. Because he instituted them and we went, that's a good idea.
All right, question 1, what is Demon Slayer?
Question 1, what is Demon Slayer? Demon Slayer is a anime where they slay demons.
Oh, that's the end of the conversation.
And Michael Jackson.
And Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah,
They
gotta love
slay
Michael Jackson.
they slay demons and Michael Jackson. In a podcast.
Done. Well, technically they haven't slayed Michael Jackson, but he is a demon.
But the goal is to slay Michael Jackson.
But
The
he
goal
does
is
slay.
to slay Michael Jackson, and he does slay, because man, does his outfits look good.
Gotta ask her if she's okay with all that drip.
Right? So, also the Demon Slayers are kind of like Pokemon. They all have their own type.
Yes.
You have Electric type, which is Zenitsu. You have
Water type,
Water type.
which is actually fire type?
I mean, technically, Tomioka is water type.
There you
and
go.
Tanjiro is fire type.
Right.
Yes.
He just doesn't know it yet.
Tanjiro thought he was Water type. He was confused.
He is the Avatar. I'm convinced.
Oh!
As a series, he's the Avatar. He is Aang.
I have read the manga completely, and I can confirm that that is a lie.
Dang it. So close.
Good. Thank you for playing, though. Good suggestion. Okay.
Womp, womp.
So Demon Slayer is a popular anime that they go around Taisho era Japan, slaying demons. They have different swords abilities and whatnot. It's really well done.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So, okay, so what are our thoughts? Our expectations? Dallas, what is your expectation?
I am expecting to have fun with the film.
Yeah.
I'm expecting some grade A quality animation come out of it.
Yes.
I don't. My hope, because I hear that they're going to like recap the last few episodes of the last season and then go into what's going to be taking place. My hope, though, is that the animation level goes up a little bit for the quality of a feature film.
I have been told that they remastered it.
Okay. Sweet.
So-
like it's already like it's high, it's up there animation, but I'm just excited to see where they go from here, because at the end of the last season there was some stuff that went down.
And we have to relive that stuff.
We do.
Okay, Kelci.
So, with being told that the last 2 episodes are going to be shown first, I'm actually really excited for that, because
Yeah.
I'm just ready to see that animation. I'm ready to see that fight on the big screen. I think it's just going to be amazing. Demon Slayer always is. That's just high quality animation, as Dallas said. Yeah.
I am excited and hyped for the Swordsmith Village
Yeah.
because, like I said, I have binged the entire manga series in 2 weeks. And
Wow.
the Swordsmith arc is really well done. Like, I really loved it. it's also right before crap hits the fan.
Oh, good.
So, like, if the Swordsmith Village is an entire season, then we're maybe 1 or 2 seasons left in this anime.
Oh, wow. For real.
I've not actually read the manga yet, but I'm excited to see Mitsuri and excited to see what that Swordsmith Village is about.
Shout out to Libby for having the manga available to read on Kindle
Yeah, she's a cool person.
for free.
Oh.
Yes. Okay, so we are going to see you after the movie.
Yes, we are.
All right, so what we like to do here on the Retro Rewind podcast is at the end of our like section, we do our classic makers, the things that we loved most about the movies we cover. I'll start us off, then we'll go to Paul. The thing I loved most about The Princess Bride was probably the dueling sword scene between Inigo and Dread Pirate Roberts, Wesley. That's just such a great sword fight scene. I love that they use the actual fencing like terminology and techniques. And the only little quibble I have is when Wesley does his spinning his
the best sword fight scene ever.
Yes, but when Wesley does his gymnastics high bar routine and lands, you can see the pillow bag or the mat puff up with the dust. You see the outline of it, so it's not perfect. But that is my favorite part about Princess Bride. How about you, Paul?
My favorite thing about The Princess Bride is the movie The Princess Bride. I just love that it exists. I love the story. I love the characters. I love the cast. I love the interaction. It's just it's one of my top favorite films of all time. So I like the whole movie.
Paul, how can that be your top movie when, as good as that sword fight is between Wesley and Inigo, I feel like the one between Inigo and the Six Finger Man should be even more epic, and it's sort of like isn't as good.
It's not better. No, it will be less because Wesley's better, so therefore that fight would be better.
All right, fine. You know what? All right, well, I guess, but now we do have to talk about. Oh, darn it! I always do this. How come I cannot remember one more thing I liked? Comm Talk by Geek Devotions. You're listening to it right now.
In a world where live-action movies reign supreme, 2 awesome dudes are keeping things animated. If you want to hear a couple of animation nerds gush about the movies they love, then hop, run, or fly on over to The Cellcast. Available on most podcast platforms.
This podcast is a proud member of Culture Box. Whether you enjoy geeky reviews, comedy, or original fiction, you can open up the Culture Box and find something excellent for your soul. Point your web browser to culturebox.media.
Well, that was an event.
It was an event. It was not a movie.
It was not a movie.
It was an event.
I feel like they misspoke when they said it was a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it's Crunchyroll that's been saying that or if it's the fans.
It's like this collective, like, oh, it's in the theaters. It's a movie.
But it's not.
It's not. Was this a Fathom event?
Yes, it was a Fathom event.
Okay, so it was an event. It wasn't a movie.
Yeah. They had the last 2 episodes of the Entertainment District and the first episode of the Swordsmith Village arc.
Yes.
Okay. So, we're about to get into spoilers.
So if you don't want spoilers,
pause and go watch it.
Or
wait a month for it to hit.
Crunchyroll?
And wherever else you find your anime.
We need to talk about this. Let's move on.
We don't make judgments. Okay, so spoilers now. So I loved the first episode.
Yeah.
The second episode or the first and last 2 episodes of the Entertainment District were beautiful. Those episodes thematically are great.
Mm-hmm.
I liked how, and you missed this because you went to go get popcorn, but they. Thank you for the popcorn. The way that they did it is they kind of gave a music video style recap of the series as a whole. Like they took clips, important clips,
and then theme songs,
and did it to the different theme songs. So it was a good way to catch people up.
I respect that.
Because I'm sure there's some people who aren't like you and I that have just binged the entire second season.
I surely did.
Recently. So, what do you think?
I think I finished that months ago, and I have been waiting for this for forever, and it definitely lived up to the hype. I agree, they definitely misspoke when they said that it was a movie. I think the fans were thinking it was going to be a Mugen Train arc, like an actual, like, movie, and it was just like, no, not quite what you thought, but it was still really good. Very beautifully done.
I think that they might have changed up how they did it, because with Mugen Train, they basically took an entire half of a season, because season 2 was 2 different arcs. You had the Mugen Train arc, and then you had the Entertainment District arc. Well, if you watched Mugen Train, you didn't need to watch the Mugen Train arc.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Which I think was a problem that they were having. Like we talked about a little bit beforehand, is that having it in theaters and it be the season itself or half the season, I think it caused people not to be as. I didn't get as much. There wasn't as much hype about the second season as there was at the end of the first season. Does that make sense? We all watched Mugen Train, and then in theaters, and then when it was the actual series came out, and they realized, oh, it's just the movie broken up again. I think it killed momentum. So I think this was a better way of them building momentum for the third season.
I would agree. And the Swordsmith arc is so important to things that are happening. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I can confirm crap is going to hit the fan.
Great.
Yay!
So what were the ups for what was the big wins for you guys? Kelci, what was your big win?
Just immediately seeing Ginya and him immediately saying die. That's me every morning before I have my coffee, so it's like, my man, I feel that. And definitely Nosuke on the roof. That is my child, first thing in the morning, so that's pretty familiar sight.
And we will be talking about how your child has climbed on the roof later, off recording.
And why is your child wearing a pig's head?
I mean,
Turn him upright.
that's less sketchy to me than him climbing on the walls, literally.
Hey, to tell you how well I have raised this child, I actually have a stuffed Senemi in my room. I've got a whole bunch of anime merch in my room, and I'm teaching him the different names. I brought that thing home the other day, and he immediately was like, Mom, I want to sleep with that! And it's like, my 3-year-old wants to sleep with a psychotic, knife-wielding man. Okay, great. I'm doing a great job as a mom.
Seems legit to me.
How about you, Celeste? What was your big one?
Big wins for me was the start of this arc, because it kind of eases you into it. It shows you some of the main players, and it gets you going. I love I can't think of her name at the moment. The love Hashira. Mitsuri? I love her, and I ship her with another Hashira, and yes. But she's super, and the reason I love her is because she's super sweet, and she's super bubbly, so people underestimate her, but she's also super beast mode. Like, you get into her backstory later, and she's legit.
Right. Well, I mean, she did say she became a Hashira because she wanted a man that was stronger than her.
I mean, that's respect. Even if she's kind of ditzy, like.
I laughed because you said like it was like the joke about Bible college, ring by spring.
Yes, the ring by spring.
And that's what she did. She's like, I'm gonna become a Hashira to get a man.
But she has a point. She's like, girls want guys who could rescue her, which there is something to that. There are a lot of girls who want someone who is stronger than them.
Oh, yeah.
So that they can protect them.
Yeah.
So, and if you're a strong woman, you don't want to not be a strong woman.
Which I respect that, because that's kind of the mindset I have. Like, I think a woman should be every woman needs to be trained up and taught to take care of themselves, but taught that their man in their life that they shouldn't have to. They need to be able to. And so I respect that.
Yeah, definitely. Ladies out there, take care of your own stuff. You don't need a man. But if you have a man, or you have men in your lives, let them take care of you.
And appreciate it.
And appreciate it. Even if you know you can take care of it yourself.
Appreciate it.
Especially if it's your dad, because you always need your dad.
Word.
True.
True story.
Very true.
So, my big win, I think, was just this first episode. I'm excited about this next season. Because I feel like it's just going to get a little deeper into the lore of everything. And, there's this mystery samurai who seems like a Hashira that has the same earrings as Tanjiro and has the exact same body as the upper one of the... I don't know if anybody recognized that, but his body shape and his hair is the exact same thing as upper one.
Less eyes.
Less eyes, yes.
I think about 4 less eyes.
I'm going, I wonder if there's a connection here. And then I want to know what Home Dude, because at the end of the last episode of last season, Home Dude, who's in charge of all the Hashiras, he calls the head demon the only blight of his family. So, was he a family member of this guy? Or is he a product of his family doing something stupid? Time will tell next time.
On Dragon Ball Z. No, wrong anime.
Very wrong anime.
Fun fact, I actually grew up on Dragon Ball Z.
Let's go. I knew I liked you.
Still going through Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
So-
y'all gotta check out that meeting between Michael Jackson, Aladdin, and Genie.
Oh,
That was funny.
that was funny.
All right, so
Beautiful.
final thoughts is are we excited about this next season? Do we think this is going to be worth watching?
I do.
Definitely.
Okay. What are you looking forward to the most for this next season?
I can't say without giving spoilers.
Okay.
So I actually have not read the manga, so just kind of seeing the first episode, I'm really excited to see more of Mitsuri and Genya, especially with his guns, because growing up, in a small town in Louisiana, it's like you grow up with a love for guns. I'm excited to see how that's going to kind of play into the whole Demon Slayer thing.
Respect that. For me, I'm just excited to get back into more of the lore of everything, and I love the story, and I can't wait to see what happens. So, I think those are the final words we had.
Okay, so I think we're good.
All right.
So if you would like to... Wait, what's my normal thing? Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to Comm Talk today. If you have loved this episode, head on over to Apple Podcasts to subscribe, rate, and leave a review. So until next time, stay devoted.
Peace and love.
Bye!
There we go.